Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm showing you my room, and before we get into the video I just wanted to thank our sponsor for today, which is Skillshare. I've worked with Skillshare in the past and I really love this platform. I've been using it a lot in my daily life and I really love the productivity classes. However, recently I've been checking some of the lifestyle classes that are on Skillshare, and I watched this video on how to organize the perfect space for yourself. I really love interior design and it was really nice learning more about it. As you will see in my room, there are a lot of plants and I've basically jumped from not having any plants to having a lot of them. So I watched this really good class on Skillshare about how to take care of plants, how to repot them and things like that. Just basic things that you should know as a plant mama, I guess, and that was really helpful. Skillshare is an online learning platform for creators with over 25,000 classes in design, photography, video editing. That's something that I get asked a lot by you guys as well. So if you're looking for something like that, or even house caring and interior design classes, there's a lot of things on Skillshare that you can learn. The premium membership on Skillshare offers you unlimited access to all classes so that you can really find what suits your personal needs. And finally, Skillshare is super affordable. An annual subscription on Skillshare costs you less than $10 a month, and if you'd like to try it out to see if you like it, click the link down in the description. We'll get 2 months of premium membership for free. Alright, let's get into the room tour. Hi everyone, welcome to my bedroom. This is the room I grew up in ever since I was 3 years old. So yeah, welcome to my home. So this closet is a closet that you can't remove from the room because it is stuck to the wall. It would be very complicated for me if I wanted to change my closet. It's not just a piece of furniture, it's actually attached to the wall. And as you will see, I'm able to store a lot of things in it, so it's very practical. I don't know if I would have a closet like this in the future if I could choose, but so far it's been working pretty good for me. So here is the main part of the closet. So on the top here I have some packages for shipping my Depop orders and parcels. And then on the right side here I have some very warm winter sweaters, which I'm not wearing at the moment, so that's why I put them up here during summer season. Here in this very sparkly bag I have a bunch of Depop clothes, so things that are already online and are sold or are going to be sold and need to be shipped, things that I need to take in picture. So there's some in here, and then here's all my sewing and upcycling supplies. So here is the sewing machine. It's from my mom, it's not mine, but I use it a lot, so I keep it here and it doesn't bother her, so that's cool. And then here are some more sewing supplies here as well. And then here I have a few clothes that I'd like to upcycle today if I have time. I have been filming my upcycling journey since I got back. I've been upcycling a bunch of things and I will make a whole video just about that in the future. But yeah, that's how I make my own clothes and or upcycled old clothes that I don't really use anymore. And then here I have a bunch of my clothes that I wear a lot of the time. I mean, there's probably half of this that I don't wear on a day-to-day basis, if not 2/3. But these are still clothes that I love and that I wear from now and then, and some that I wear really every day, like this blouse for example. So that's why I have a lot of white stuff. I wear a lot of white, especially in the summer. And here I have a few jackets. It's mostly shirts and dresses in here and some sweaters. I will go through this and probably declutter a few things once there will be more things sold from my Depop shop, because I already have so many things for sale online. And then here underneath I have a big suitcase which is full of summer clothes that are gonna go on my Depop shop. So this is something that I will shoot this week, so it will be on my Depop shop by the time you see this video, hopefully. There will be a lot of things for sale, especially spring and summer things right now because it's the season. And all of this stuff here in the two bottom baskets are either things that I want to upcycle, and then into that one it's just like handbags, backpacks, tote bags, a lot of like bags that I use. And that's it for this big part of the closet. So in here is some other clothes. On the top it's a big mess up there. There's a lot of like PR samples and also all my electronics boxes from where I bought them, so I still keep that in here. And then here I have like shirts and t-shirts and tops and some shorts and skirts. And then here I have pants, like jeans more, and some long sleeve sweaters. And then here I have underwear and socks. And in the bottom one I just have some more parcels for shipping, and as well as some of my camera gear. So then on here I have this sort of clothes stand. It's a little rack where I put clothes that I've worn only one day and I want to wear again. Here I have my laundry basket, which was thrifted. This, by the way, I've had for years. I don't know where it's from. My parents got it for my room ever since I was a baby, so I don't know where it's from. But this basket was bought in Berlin on a flea market for 10 euros, and I really love it. It really looks cozy, it's still in really good condition. I mean, it's also a laundry basket. Who really cares about spending a lot of money on a laundry basket? And yeah, I brought it back when I moved out of the country. And then here I have some plants. I have this one, which is called chloe, I think. It survived very well the fact that I was hardly ever in Berlin for 8 months, and whenever I was there every 2 weeks I would water it and it would be completely fine. Same for this little cactus, which I brought back, and this I got last summer. I don't think it's grown that much, but you know, it's a cactus and it looks really cute. So I put these two on here. And then in here I have some essential oils, and in this one I have some like candle supplies. And here is a coral, which, you know, some of you are going to say, yeah, it's not ethical to buy corals and stuff like that, and I know that. I didn't buy it actually. It belonged to my grandmother. And then here I have this very nice white shelf, which is vintage as well. My parents got it again when I was a kid, so it's been in my room for years, and they probably used it for themselves before that. It's a very simple white shelf with a lot of drawers, which is something I love, so you can organize everything, and in there I have a lot of stuff. In the first drawer here I have all my jewelry. I keep all my rings and earrings and necklaces and stuff like that. And then in the back I have some hair bands and stuff for hair. In the next drawer I have all of my sunglasses and belts. And in the next one, which is the very last one, I have all of my scrunchies and some little scarves that I use either as belts or as a little scarf or something to put in my hair. So I put all that in there. And by the way, if you want to create scrunchies yourself, I made a DIY video on how I make my own scrunchies out of leftover fabric. So I will link it down below. The next big drawer, that's where I have all of my makeup. I have here some nail polish and all nail manicure things. And then I have a hairbrush, some perfume, which I hardly ever use, to be honest. I have my food supplements, some hair oil, my Diva cup or menstrual cup or moon cup, whatever you want to call it. I have some cotton makeup remover, cotton pads, that are reusable. I have my makeup bag, which is the bag where I take everywhere with me when I go on holidays and things like that. So I always keep all of my most used makeup in there. And then I have a little bit of eyeshadows and mascara, which I don't really use often. And then just a few samples and lip balm and hand cream for putting in the bag or taking with me when I go to travel. In the next drawer, I have all of my swimsuits and my yoga wear. So it's all yoga pants, yoga tops, and bikinis and swimsuits. And then on the next drawer, I have all of my running and cycling gear. Again, there's some stuff that's staying at David's place because I go run or bike from his place. In the next drawer, I just have all of my pajamas and loungewear. Here are all the things that I wear to hang out around the house or to sleep. And lastly, in the bottom drawer, I have some magazines here that I really like the photos in there. So I used to keep it and then cut them and put them in my journal. And I have a few winter things like gloves and thermal sweaters that I put underneath my running clothes when I go running in the winter. So I kept that here because I'm not using that at all right now. And here I have some workout stuff. There's also a yoga towel as well as a scarf. So welcome to my bed. This used to be the guest room bed at my home, and then I wanted a queen size bed when I grew up, and I was like, okay, I want this one. Can we put it in my room? And I just reused it for my own room. And it's a really good bed. I really like it. It's quite old, but it works perfect and it's very comfortable. And I didn't have to buy a new bed, which is awesome. And then on top of my bed, I have some plants up here. This is the new addition to my room. This is a wooden shelf from IKEA, which used to belong to some of David's friends, but they weren't using it and they left it at the other apartment where they used to live before. And so when David showed it to me, I was like, this is exactly what I want for my room. A week ago, my dad and David fixed it against a wall up here because I really wanted to put some of my plants. And these are my favorites. They're called Pothos. Ever since I got these plants, I felt I was such a queen at taking care of plants because they grow so fast. They're very resistant. They are quite low maintenance. To be honest, I water them usually once a week, sometimes even once every 2 weeks, depending on how dry the soil gets. And they just keep growing. They were so small when I got them, and it's very rewarding to have plants that you can visually see they're thriving. So I really like these two, and I'm definitely gonna propagate it. Once it gets a little bigger, I'm gonna cut some parts and just propagate it so I can have more plants like this one in my room. I also decided to put them on this shelf here so that they can start hanging. Pothos will start hanging if you put them in height or close to a window, up like hang from the ceiling. That's a really good way to do it. I decided to put them here so then I would have my little jungle here happening above my bed whenever these would grow a little longer. And then here I just put this candle vase. I think that's a really good way to have decoration if you are not into taking care of plants or you don't want to have plants in your room. Having candles or little things like that are really easy to, you know, you don't have to take care of them, but they're a really nice way to decorate your area a little bit, and it just makes it feel cozy. Especially in the winter, I like to put some candles on. So that's it for here. And my bed is just some very simple sheets, white sheets, and it's just a bit mix and match of everything that I had because I have these pillows that I got a really long time ago here in Switzerland. I don't even know where they're from. Very simple pillows, and yeah, and then these two pillows in the back are memory foam pillows. These are from Eve Sleep. I also have the mattress from Eve Sleep, which is my favorite mattress of all times, but I put it at David's home since I sleep there most of the time. I have 6 pillows, although I never sleep with a pillow. I just put them all on the side and then go to sleep. They're pure decoration to my room, or if David comes to sleep here, he'll have a pillow because he usually sleeps with a pillow. Then here I have my bedside table, which is super simple, white table. It's the same as the shelf. It's from super long time ago. It probably belonged to my parents and was in my parents' room for a really long time. So I picked that up because they've changed all of their bedrooms. This is a vintage lamp from IKEA, and it's just a very simple lamp. And it works great when I want to read at night. I don't really need a new lamp. I could even fix it against the wall, but I haven't done that, so that just works great. And then I have the book that I'm reading at the moment, which is Taking Charge of Your Fertility, which is a guide about natural birth control. This is a book I always keep here because it's so big I don't carry it around, but when I'm here I read some of it in the evenings. And I have a beautiful orchid here, which was a gift from David from maybe a month ago. It's the first flower he ever gifted to me, and I do love flowers, but I just feel like it's a bit of a waste of money to spend money on flowers because they'll go bad anyways. Whereas this one keeps living and keeps being healthy, and it's huge and beautiful. Inside my bedside table, I have my journal as well as some books, tea tree oil and essential oils. I have my film camera and some coconut oil. And in the bottom drawer, I just have some cables which I put into cookie boxes and an extra candle. So over here I have a foam roller, which is really good for your spine. I use it for legs as well, but I use it mostly for the back, and it just makes your whole back crack, and it feels so good. You feel so open, especially when I work all day on the computer and start not having such a good posture. Then I go on this at night and I feel really good when I do that. So I use that every once in a while whenever I feel a little sore also in my back. My really good yoga mat. I have 2 yoga mats. So the one you've seen in my morning routine video is a new yoga mat that I just got, and I'm put at David's place because he doesn't have a yoga mat there. So that's my yoga mat for his place. And here I have this big, very heavy professional yoga mat, which I already had in Berlin, and I really love this yoga mat. It's from Menduka. I will link it down below if you guys are interested. And then in here I have something that looks like a blanket basket, but in reality it's a cable basket where I put all the cables from my computer, the lamps in there so that they don't really show, and I put the blankets on top of it. I have a bunch of chargers and stuff like that. And then here I also have my yoga block that's from Katsudomi and Bias, which I can link it down below as well. Let's get to my desk area, which is over here. On here I have a candle again. I have my Covery glasses, which I use for a computer. These are blue light protecting. I will link them down below. I've been really happy with them because I work on the computer a lot. And here I have a plant, which I don't know what it's called, but it's also a succulent and it just never dies. So if you're looking for some low maintenance plants, definitely go for something like this. In the first drawer here I have all of my writing supplies, sort of, so like pens and stuff. I have more pens in there. I have I keep some of my receipts in there for taxes Here I have some little notebooks. In this second drawer, it's more of my camera gear again. So in here I have like SD cards. Here I have another camera, which is my vlogging camera. It's the Canon G7X. And I have some extra batteries here in the back, as well as some chargers. And then here I have my headphones, hard drive, cables, and this is just an old fin that I haven't developed yet. And then in the last drawer I have some more notebooks over here, and here I have an extra phone case. So here is my desk area. That's where I get all of my work done. I have this desk lamp, which is from BenQ. I will link it down below. I've been really happy with that lamp, although I have to be honest, I'm not using it a lot at the moment because it's so bright in my room. I do use it a lot in the winter though, especially in the evenings and stuff like that. And what I really love about that lamp is that it adapts to the light, temperature, and the time of the day of the actual room and environment that you are in. So as you can see now, it's not very strong since there's already so much light around. And then you can always adjust it. So you can adapt the color if you want a more orange light or a more blue light. And then you can also adapt how strong you want the light to be. If you just keep your finger strong on the little loop that's up here, it will just regulate itself according to the ambient light. So it's really good because it doesn't mess up with your eyes and all that stuff. And on here I always have my computer because that's where I work. If I upcycle clothes, I'll take my sewing machine here and I'll remove the computer. But most days, let's be honest, I stay more on the computer than on the sewing machine. That's where I get all of my work done. And on my table you will always find usually my phone, although I might not use it at all. I keep it close by, and my bullet journal and a pen for the planner. And then in here I have this little guy, which is a very cute cactus. It doesn't like too much light, so maybe here it's going to be a little too much. I might change its spot, but for now it's doing good, so hopefully I'll get flowers again. And finally, this is the last area of my room. It's right when you enter the door. I have some of my bigger plants here. So I have the Big Mama, which is this banana tree, and she's doing okay. She used to do better. She's starting to grow a new leaf here, so she's slowly getting better. She's a bit dry, but I think the reason why she's not 100% feeling okay these days is because I removed one of her baby, which is this guy over here, which used to grow just right next to this one in the same pot. It became not this big, but maybe half the size of this, that I thought, you know, you gotta repot it and make it another plant. And since I repotted this guy, it's been growing so fast. It's been really thriving in this bigger pot, and it's constantly growing new leaves. So maybe because I removed her baby, she's not so happy right now, but she already made a new baby, so you know, she's gonna be fine. She'll just have to grow some roots again, but this guy is doing great, and I'm very happy about that. He looks very cute and beautiful. So these are two banana trees. And I've had this big guy for a really long time. My mom used to have it and she put it in my room, and now it's making babies, so I repot the babies when I can. It's been crazy how well it's been growing recently. And then the last plant that I'm going to show you is this Monstera, which is surviving. It's not doing great, but it's okay. This Monstera used to be a very big Monstera that I had back in Berlin, and it was dying because I wasn't taking good care of her, and also because there was no light whatsoever in my apartment in the winter, and she really suffered from it. So before I left Berlin, maybe a month before that, which was March, I decided to keep what was still alive from that big plant and start propagating to see if it was gonna survive. And I cut some of the stems that were still alive and put them in jars with water, and I would change the water usually like once a week or something like that. They started growing big roots, and now I just repotted this one since about a week, and it's doing good. It also started creating new leaves. That was already before I repotted. They look a little brown, the leaves, and very fine, so I'm a little scared it got sunburned because it used to be closer to the window. But hopefully it's doing better here, a little bit in the shade with some banana friends. And yeah, hopefully this guy will survive. I know it doesn't like too much water, so I really force myself not to water it too much. And then finally, I have this big mirror, which you can already only see half of it. And it's a big mirror that I bought from IKEA when I was in Berlin. I usually get all of my furniture secondhand, but secondhand mirrors are really hard to find in Berlin. I wanted this specific one as well, so maybe that was just too complicated. Everyone in Berlin wants a mirror on Facebook Marketplace, so whenever there's an offer, it's usually gone within a few hours. So I got it delivered, and that was easier. But definitely in the future, now that I have access to cars, I would no longer buy new furniture if it's not needed. So yeah, that's my room. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and got a little bit more of an idea of where I live and what my room is like. I'm really excited to share this because I've never shared this room really fully, although you've seen it in many videos. I'm really happy with how it looks like right now, and I really love it. It's just my little jungle and area for peace, and I feel really good in here. And I might add new things to this room, I don't know. I really like it how it is now, but we'll see. That's it for today, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!